That one. Well, should your religion allow you to not make or serve something to a same-sex couple? Should state lawmakers and our state capitol have the ability to conduct elections however they want? Two big questions here.
Here's some of the key questions that the U.S. Supreme Court is set to hear starting today. Our Joe St. George with an in-depth view.
Meet Lori Smith, a graphic web designer from Colorado. She's at the center of the first controversial case at the Supreme Court this week. The case is about her online business, and when you go to it, you see she offers website design services. She says in court documents that she would like to start designing wedding websites, but that her faith won't allow her to create ones for same-sex marriages. After being told she would have to, she sued the state of Colorado. After years of litigation, the case has finally reached the Supreme Court. We don't know which way the conservative-leaning court will ultimately rule. However, in recent years, they have sided with bakers and coaches in cases in which individuals felt their religious liberty was threatened. Meanwhile, opponents have been pretty clear that if you deny same-sex couples a service, it opens the door for more and more denials and an erosion of rights. Apart from that big issue, justices this week are hearing a case that could completely upend the results of presidential elections in our country. I'm going to guess that if you were at a party and drew independent state legislature theory out of a hat, you would probably need to Google what it means. But that's what Wednesday's case at the Supreme Court is all about. Moore v. Harper will test the legal theory that state lawmakers and state capitals can administer elections however they want because the U.S. Constitution says so. The ruling will impact everything from gerrymandering to voter ID laws.
It's enormously important.
Matthew Seligman is a legal fellow at Stanford. He says all Americans should be paying attention to this because it'll impact democracy. Some legal scholars have said it could even upend it if justices give state lawmakers the power to replace electors to the Electoral College if an election is disputed like it was by some in 2020. Seligman is skeptical justices will go that far.
It will not authorize state legislatures to ignore the results of a presidential election.
In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.